bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. That is right, guys. Dustin Poirier tonight is going to be taking on the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, Islam Makhachev. And honestly, guys, this is very. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a very tough fight for Poirier, you know? Poirier stylistically has a hard time against wrestlers and people who have a heavy grappling style. You know, he has high success against people who are predominantly strikers. Look at Conor McGregor. Look at his fights with Max Holloway. He does better with guys who can strike. But, you know what? We can absolutely see a scenario where Dustin lands that check right hook, or see a scenario where Dustin calf kicks Makhachev to the point where he can't even really move anymore, and Poirier can tee off on him with a combination. I kind of do suspect that Dustin Poirier is going to make this a more difficult fight than a lot of people would expect it to be. Just because Dustin Poirier, when he fights the way he normally does and he's on, he's phenomenal. You know, with his combination boxing specifically. That's what he needs to bring against Makhachev. Because, you know, Volkanovski gave Islam Makhachev problems in the boxing. And, like, Volkanovski's a fantastic striker, but he's not nearly as good of a boxer as Dustin Poirier. Dustin is so clean and technical. When Volkanovski, you know, fought Islam Makhachev, he was kind of lunging in from a distance because, you know, Volkanovski not only had a height disadvantage, but I believe a reach disadvantage too. So it kind of just tells you, you know, a guy like Dustin Poirier, he's going to have a similar height and reach to Islam, so he's going to be able to reach in spots where Volkanovski wasn't able to. If Volkanovski was still able to catch Islam Makhachev on several occasions as we get the knockout there. So, honestly, guys, Dustin Poirier is in for the toughest fight of his career due to the grappling, due to the overall skill. You know, Islam's not like Khabib. Islam's going to get on top of Dustin Poirier and try to just control him on the ground, establish top control, and look for a submission. That's how I see this fight going down. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And, you know, honestly, guys, I am very excited for this fight. I will give you one more fight just because that fight ended so quickly. So, I'll be right back. Alright, let's do this. The second fight of the video. Once again, we're going up against another Max Holloway. Now, what I wanted to kind of touch on, because, you know, a lot of people are rooting for Dustin Poirier. Everyone, I think, is generally tired of seeing these Dagestani fighters, you know, reign the top of the sport. And Alexander Volkanovski made Islam look human. Now, there are certain areas in which Volkanovski is better at than Dustin Poirier. You know, his wrestling, I believe, is better, but Poirier is bigger. Like, he's about a similar size to Islam, so size isn't going to be too much of a factor. It's going to be more the grappling positions overall, that Islam may have more knowledge in the grappling department. And Poirier's takedown defense is very suspect, especially, obviously, when he goes for that guillotine. When he goes for that guillotine, man, oh man. He's never been successful with it, but he continues to jump it. And if he manages to pull it off tonight, it could be, like, potentially seen as, like, the greatest end to a career if Poirier decides to retire. If Poirier wins tonight, I think he should retire. I think tonight should be his last fight, potentially. It depends on what he does, though. If he wins the belt, yeah, I'd like to see him defend it a couple times, but at the same time, as someone, you know, for Dustin Poirier fans, it might be better to see him, you know, go out on top, because even if he wins the belt, he'll probably have to fight Islam again, who's a very tough matchup. He'll have to fight Justin Gaethje again. He'll have to fight Charles Oliveira again. He'll have to fight Arman Tsarukyan, who these guys are also very, very tough stylistic challenges for Dustin Poirier. So overall, Dustin is in for tough nights, regardless if he wins tonight or not here on out. But I'm all for it. I'm all for watching Dustin Poirier fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. Dustin is a certified badass, no matter what. So let me know what you guys think of this fight down in the comments below. What should Dustin Poirier do if he wins, and what should he do if he loses? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!